Close your eyes and imagine 400 years ago, at the northernmost edge of the earth, a place where the wind cut your face like a blade and the nights were so long that time had no meaning. This was Greenland. But not the Greenland we know today. No city, no streets, no sound of machines. Only ice, silence, and humans who had learned to survive in this white hell. Who were the people of this land? The people who lived in this land were descendants of groups who thousands of years ago had migrated from northern Asia to these regions. Today we know them as Inuit. From a racial perspective, they were part of the indigenous Arctic peoples who had unique characteristics. Slightly darker skin to protect against the brightness of the snow, eyes more resistant to intense light reflection, and bodies adapted to retain heat. But what truly set them apart was not their appearance, but their way of thinking. In Greenland, 400 years ago, there was no such thing as a city in the modern sense. Instead, there were small settlements near the sea where food could be found. The houses were stranger than you might imagine. In winter, they lived in houses made of snow, igloos, built from compacted snow blocks with low, curved entrances to keep the cold wind out. Inside these homes, contrary to how they looked, it was warm. The heat from human bodies and oil lamps was enough to make the inside temperature bearable. But in summer, the homes changed. Shelters were built from stone, whale bones and animal skins. The roofs were made from skins stretched over bones, and the walls from stones that the wind could not move. These homes were not built for beauty, but for survival. Every day was a battle. Men went out to hunt, on unstable ice, in a silence where even the sound of breathing was dangerous. Women sewed clothes from animal skins, prepared food, and took care of the children. But no one was idle. Because in Greenland, a mistake equals death. For these people, the world was not just matter. Everything had a spirit. The rocks, the ice, the animals, even the wind. They believed that if the balance of nature was disturbed, the world would react. Within these beliefs, there was a name always spoken with fear: Sedna. A goddess who lived in the dark depths of the sea. It was said that all sea animals were in her hands. If humans did not follow the rules, she would become angry, and the hunt would disappear. Hunger would come, and death would slowly approach. In every group there was someone different. The shaman. Someone who could communicate with the world of spirits in strange rituals, with the rhythm of a drum and songs that sounded like whispers of the wind. He would enter a trance-like state. And it was said that his spirit would travel to the depths of the sea to speak with Sedna, or to the skies to find answers. In this land, life and death were close to each other. When a child was born, sometimes they would give them the name of a dead person because they believed that their spirit had returned. Or, when someone died, they buried their tools with them because they believed they would need them in the other world. Sometimes, to prevent the anger of spirits, there were strict rules about food. For example, meat from sea animals and land animals should not be eaten together, because doing so would disturb the balance of the world. During the long winter nights, when the wind howled, people told stories about creatures that wandered in the snow, about spirits that mimicked human voices, and shadows that could only be seen from the corner of the eye. For them, this was not just a story, it was reality. Greenland 400 years ago was not just a cold land. It was a living world, with unwritten laws, with spirits that could not be seen, and humans who had learned not to conquer nature, but to become part of it. And perhaps that was the true secret of their survival.